Hmm. Something just came back to me from a long time ago. Something I said I was hoping to do in my next review. Maybe I should talk about the new rating system that I saw in certain movies. Nah, maybe not. But I haven't gotten around to that yet. You know, I'm just gonna kick back and watch Trading Places on Starz on Demand. It's gonna be here for a month, so I might as well enjoy it while it's still here. Wait a minute! That's it! That's the one! Here is what the movie Trading Places is rated R for, including the new OC rating as listed down below. Outdated cultural depiction. Aha! That must be the new rating thing I was trying to figure out. Well, it's taken so long to figure this out, and I think it's time to get to it. Yeah, so this is definitely going to be a short review, I can guarantee that. Because I tried to find more research about this particular rating, but sadly not much information to be told. What I am going to do instead, however, is talk about the films that do have this rating, and find out if this particular rating is actually needed, if it's necessary for today's times, or if it's just something that people are pretty much fed up with it, just like the ones they see before a certain film on Disney+. All I can say is I'm so glad I finally got to this after waiting so long since 2023. I've been saying that for so many years, and now 2 years, maybe 3 years later, I finally got back on the hobby horse. Well, let's not waste any time on this. I want to dive into this particular rating that Starz has on their channel. So, in the words of the late, great travel vlogger, join me, shall you? Let us explore this mysterious OCD rating, beginning with the 1983 comedy film, Trading Places. I'm Big Bad Ben. The film stars Dan Aykroyd and Eddie Murphy, both members of Saturday Night Live. As their lives begin to switch around to different various locations. Aykroyd played Winthrop, a billionaire who knows how to make stock marketing work. Eddie Murphy plays Valentine, a poor homeless guy who's trying to make a living. Then came the Dukes, for they had a very dastardly plan up their sleeve. With a $1 bet, they decided to switch their lives completely. Valentine would be richer than Winthrop, while Winthrop lives his life homeless in the streets. It was during that time he met a new woman named Ophelia, who, because of her, got his old girlfriend leaving him permanently. Oh, I forgot about this scene. The World Trade Center sequence. I bet that was the reason it never showed much on television lately. After what happened to those Twin Towers, I can understand why. Yep, it's Home Alone 2 all over again. Maybe it was a certain outfit during the New Year's Eve party on the train that got people's heads turning. Like I saw this guy dress up as a Native American, or even Ophelia dressing up as a girl from Sweden, when she's actually wearing lederhosen, and that's very German, yeah? Or even the butler, who came in dressed up as a drunken Irish priest. Oh my goodness. Well, I guess Eddie Murphy gets a pass. His outfit's pretty much okay, because he's going to play a character just like that for another film by John Landis. And as for Winthrop, he's disguised as, oh my god! There's the OCD rating. I mean, my god, man. My god. This is just insane. With a capital I. The funny thing is about this movie, I wasn't really hoping to watch this whole movie entirely. I wasn't really expecting to like this movie for that matter. I only watched this because I found out that Richard Hunt, one of the Muppeteers behind Scooter and Sweetums and Wayne and Stantler and so on, was in this film. Him and Frank Oz both. Both Muppeteers that I heard that were in this movie. So I put the DVD in to watch it, and wow! Not only I was really hooked into this movie, I was really surprised by it. I loved it. I thought it was funny, I thought it was clever, I thought it was genius. I couldn't imagine that. It's hard to believe that John Landis actually directed this movie. And the two writers that wrote this actually went on to co-write Space Jam. Yeah, I bet you didn't know that. They teamed up with the two writers of the Santa Claus to write Space Jam. Holy shit, was my mind blown about that. And another sample of the outdated cultural depiction is getting raped by a gorilla. Yep. When they knocked out Beaks and put him in a gorilla costume, they put him in the same cage with this big ape. A damn dirty ape. So, love it or hate it, I gotta give credit for Trading Places. Yes, there are some things that are outdated, but you know, it's definitely worth checking out. But it wasn't just Trading Places that has that particular rating. The John Hughes movie, 16 Candles, also has that. And I think I know why. It's because of this guy. The one Asian guy that has a very stereotypical name. Yep, he's definitely outdated. Now for this guy, he's definitely an Asian stereotype. And what was his name? Oh God. Yep, I'm sure this guy was the reason this got an OCD rating. Okay. Stereotyping is an insulting thing. It's no stranger that Hollywood's been doing that for so many years in the past. But as time goes on, people's sensitivities begin to change. And they realize that offending those of a different race, different sex, or different religion is wrong. There used to be like a lot of gay jokes in the 90s. Do we have them now and then? No, we don't. Because people are starting to accept it. Same goes with those who are trans, those who are special needs, and even those who are, well, what we thought used to be terrorists back in the 2000s, early 2000s, but now we begin to change our ways over time. We just let it slide and let it go. But I guess the future writer of Home Alone couldn't resist himself making a joke about this character. Even though it's supposed to be a dramatic story about a teenager who's turning 16, and people seem to forget about her birthday because her family was over. Then the older sister was having a major PMS moment before the wedding. Worst time for a wedding ever. 16 Candles is not bad of a film, actually. I'm glad I saw this film and I learned a lot from it. John Hughes said that he's just making fun of Long Dark Dawn because he's making fun of foreign exchange students. He's not actually stereotyping a character in any certain ways, he claimed. But, either way, 16 Candles is still a great film. Dramatic and touching. A perfect coming-of-age comedy to go around. Yeah, looking back at it now, I think it is needed. People's sensitivities still are strong. And despite the things that's happening in recent times, yeah, sometimes references can be a little old, and the film can get old really fast too. That never aged well within time. It's sad, but it's true. Hey, you there? Do you improve of Starz' ratings by chance? The OCD? Don't know? But you've heard about it. Well, you like some of the films? Yes. Trading Places? Yes. How about 16 Candles? Yes. Yes. Woo, 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 woo. I just thought I'd ask you. Oh, by the way, have you seen a killer whale before? Killer whale? Mm. Now, are there any other movies, you're asking, that has this particular rating when they air on Starz? Well, there are some I have found. So here's what they are. But wait a minute. Besides those 3 pictures we saw, are there any other films that we know who has this particular rating? Just the Western films? Oh, jeez. Well, that would explain the Western Channel's disappearance. In the meantime, what were your thoughts about the Starz rating? Do you love it? Do you hate it? Me? I'm more so-and-so. Although I don't know what Ben thinks about it, or the killer whale. You can also leave a comment below. That way you can express your opinions there. Oh! This new rating system is going to be bugging me for a while. But, in many ways, it is what it is. And for the best. Now, honestly, I can understand why Starz has to do this. It's to let viewers know that there might be some things which may or may not be offensive to them in today's times. But to people's sensitivities these days, yep, they have to know. It does give me a lesson that some things from the past can be outdated, even certain jokes and certain depictions of people. But, one thing I know for sure, we cannot erase them from movies forever, MGM. Nope, you heard me right. We cannot erase certain scenes from history at all, no matter how politically incorrect it is, Disney. Now, me myself personally, I'm okay with them. Do I say those words in public? No. Do I have opinions about certain people? Here and there, but I don't open my mouth about it in public. It is what it is. Some people have their own opinions. Some people have their grudge against certain people, certain religion, different race, and certain cultures. They are who they chose to be. And I know that some people, Minneapolis, can be so sentimental about certain things. And they can take it to the streets if they have to. But like I said, this outdated cultural depiction, it is what it is for Starz. It is important that we have this rating. Sure, Trading Places and 16 Candles and so many other films that has this rating has to live with this for the rest of their lives, whenever they air on Starz, that is. But, as my girlfriend always told me, it is what it is. And we can't do nothing about it. Because, if we watch those movies today, we can learn from it. Someone always said, we learn from the past and then prevent the future from happening again. That's why we're here in the present, folks. Learn from the past, live in the present, plan for the future.
I agree with that completely.
I'm Big Bad Ben. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. And, in the words of the late, great travel vlogger, until next time, the vlog is over. Here's to you, Adam. Here's to you. Now, a moment of silence for the great travel blogger of them all.